Well, hello there. How is everyone? You amazing, amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. It's still Thursday. It's still Thursday, and this is video 2 of 2. I think 2, unless something else comes out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure 2. And we are sticking with the Jay Slater case because there's still stuff to talk about. All right. I know some people don't like it, and some people think that we're going over old news. And for some people, it is old news. For some people, it's not. It's new news. For some people, they just love the sound of my voice, my dulcet tones. Probably because I don't sound like, all right, bruv, it's fucking, we're gangsters, innit? That sort of shit. So we're going to just go through kind of the aftermath of this fucking dopey live, what they've done, and how kind of the mainstream media are now pulling segments from it, because their claim here is that they're kind of putting to bed or covering the Rolex situation now. Yeah, trust me, after this you'll have no more questions. Right, here we go. So this is the Manchester Evening News, isn't it? I've got to stop doing that voice. Fucking Evening, always me. One of the last people to see Jay Slater alive, HIS Qassim, better known as Johnny fucking Vegas, has set the record straight on social media. He set the record straight, by the way. This is it. This is it now. Like I say, once you've heard this, done deal. As he addressed claims that his watch had been stolen by the teenager. Now, I don't think that they thought that his watch had been stolen, but we'll crack on. Jay Slater's friend, so he's his friend now. It's his friend. Ayub didn't think it was his friend. He was kind of friends of associates, but we'll carry on. Also known as Joe, he's come forward with fresh insights regarding the controversy over an allegedly stolen Rolex watch in Tenerife. For a start off, fuck it weren't. The post wasn't a Rolex. It wasn't a Rolex, and there's still a lot of thoughts and feelings around whether Rolex was code word for something else. But it was an Audemars Piguet. That was a watch, not a fucking Rolex. And they can't even get it right. And we'll have a look at another one in a minute, and that's the same fucking thing. This guy's playing ignorant is what he's doing. Anyway, he adamantly stated that his watch was not taken, and he would never have invited Jay back to his Airbnb if he believed the missing Brit had stolen his Rolex. So, has he got a Rolex then? Are we now confirming that HIS Qassim has got a Rolex? I haven't seen one. Probably a Bolex. And he's also, what they're saying is that he said that he wouldn't have invited him back if he thought that he'd stolen his watch. When in the actual interview, he says that he didn't invite him. Jay invited himself. Oh no. The two individuals who accompanied Jay Slater to a secluded Airbnb in Tenerife have broken their silence on social media to address queries about the incident. Rocky and Bullwinkle. In a video posted online, HIS Qassim, alongside a man thought to be his friend Rocky, set out to clear their names. That went well. That made them look even more fucking dodgy. And dispel the rumours swirling around them and Jay's vanishing. Qassim claimed that Jay's death was a tragic mishap. Certainly was, but the biggest question is, why? Was there any influencing factors that would have led to what happened to Jay happening to Jay, bearing in mind that he went to this place? And we'll touch on something in a second. Right. He empathically declared, if I'm guilty, then arrest me then. What are you on about? What are you on about? No, what are you on about? When you're telling the truth, you don't slip up. Ah, you're right. You definitely don't. These men were some of the last to see. No, not some of. They were absolutely the last two, weren't they? Last two guys. The only other person who seemingly saw him was the woman in the shop. Before his disappearance on June 17th, reports the Mirror. And we don't even truly know if she saw him. Let's be honest. After a night out at Papagayo nightclub in Playa de las Americas, Jay went with them to Masca, where they stayed at an Airbnb costing £40 a night. But that's not what happened, is it? He didn't stay the night there. By the time they got there, it would have nearly been fucking 5:30, 6 o'clock. He was then smoking and taking pictures, apparently. And then he left like an hour and a half, 2 hours later. So I don't understand why he went there in the first place. It's like he went back there to sleep. That's what they try and push here, but that didn't happen. Begin to think the Bumman comments have some fucking reality to them. His subsequent departure from the property sparked an extensive 4-week search operation. Yeah, because he fucking vanished. His subsequent departure and vanishment, if that's a word. Anyway, the search ended in heartbreak when Jay's body was discovered on July 15th. Spanish officials reported that he has sustained multiple injuries indicative of a fall in the rugged landscape. Fell. Definitely not pushed. Initially, when Jay was reported missing, Qassim and Rocky and Bullwinkle were interrogated by local authorities but later dismissed as irrelevant. They probably just said that they are irrelevant because if they were talking like they were in that live, they probably fucking had enough and was like, I can't listen to this no more. Fuck them. Even if they're involved, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth listening to this. To the case and permitted to leave for the UK. So what were they doing then? How long were they staying there for? What were they staying there for? How is it that their holiday coming to an end just had to coincide with Jay Slater fucking vanishing? Another bloody coincidence. Anyway, they have since turned to social media to shed light on what fucking imbeciles they are. Sorry, it didn't say that. To shed light on what they know and what remains unknown. Viewers of the footage were given the opportunity to ask questions, including about the missing Rolex, Jay's apparent fear, and allegations that the teenager had been carrying 2 knives. Convicted drug dealer Qassim admitted they returned to the Airbnb at Jay's request, stating, took him home. No one took anyone home, bro. He invited himself. So they're contradicting themselves in this fucking report. Think, bro. Use your head. How am I feeling after this? It's mental, mate. It's actually mad. Do you know what I'm saying? It's actually mental, man. That was hard work. So, Bloom book. Blumber. In response to the question, did you punch him? He answered, no, of course not, mate. What do you reckon happened to him? He had a tragic accident. You know what it's like? Taking it out to that way. The kid didn't have his funeral. Have a bit of respect, like. Regarding the stolen watch, he asserted, no one took my watch, bro. Why the fuck would I invite someone who took my watch back to mine so I can sleep on the sofa? What are you on about, bro? Don't you help people? Do you know what I'm saying? You didn't fucking help him, though, did you? It weren't helping him when he's 10 minutes away from his hotel to actually drive him fucking an 11-hour walk away. How was that helpful? Everyone needs to relax. I definitely need to relax. Leave Lucy alone. Because to be fair, Lucy was was the first one at my yard saying, yo, like, I'm looking for him. Where is he? People do like listening to drama. No, what you mean is, and I'll leave it on this note. What you mean is leave Lucy alone, because it's like eventually, if you apply enough pressure, everyone has a breaking point. And I believe, and this is just my speculation, Lucy it was stated in the media she was associates with these dipshits. And Jay was obviously with Lucy and the others, likely involved in something that they shouldn't have been doing. And this is the weak point. Lucy is likely the weak point here. Mind you, I will say, look, these dumb motherfuckers, they are not masterminding anything. They are not masterminding anything. These are just running guns. Not guns. Just, they're the people who are kind of... Because the decent people with a bit of brain don't want to deal with the other fucking dipshits, they get other dipshits to deal with them dipshits. And they're dipshit dealers. You know what I mean? And also, before I sign off, what is it with these fucking Norwegian search party? I was looking at the last update in the GoFundMe and it was like, oh yeah, It was Debbie saying, "Oh, well, thank you very much for supporting us and all that." They didn't fucking do anything. They arrived and they're supposed to be searching in mountains and stuff like that. They come from the flattest fucking place on the planet. And Jay was apparently found the same day, if not the day before they even fucking arrived. So I don't know what they've been doing. What help have they been? I've got to go and have a drink. I've got to go and have a coffee. Let me know what you think. I'm off. See you later. Love you. Bye.